Jean A. Samson, and my topic is all about paraphrasing. So, paraphrasing is to identify the key idea of a quotation and rephrasing it in your own words, called indirect quotation as well. Steps to paraphrasing. First, reread the original passage. Second, each sentence or points must be written in your own words. Third, use quotation marks to indicate any borrowed words or phrases. Fourth, last, confirm facts, statistics, and spellings with the original text. Samples of paraphrase sentence. The original sentence, he has a tons of stuff to throw away. The paraphrase sentence, he has a lot of things to get rid of. Another example of the original sentence, I want to travel and explore different cultures around the world. And the paraphrase sentence, I'm interested in traveling and learning about the various cultures. So what's the difference of summarizing and paraphrasing? Summarizing, using your own words to express the important points. Source must be mentioned, shorter than the original source. While paraphrasing, replacing the original text with your own words. Source must be mentioned, not bothered by the length.
Everyone, so today we're going to discuss what is summarizing. So summarizing is the process of condensing the main ideas or key points of a text, speech, or any other form of communication into a shorter, more concise version. It involves identifying and extracting the most important information while omitting unnecessary details or examples. When summarizing, one should focus on capturing the main ideas, central arguments, and supporting evidence of the original content. The purpose of summarizing is to provide a brief overview or synopsis that captures the essence of the original material. So, what's the difference between summarizing and paraphrasing? So, while summarizing, putting main ideas in your own words, must attribute source shorter the original source, while paraphrasing is putting source material in your own words, must attribute source not concerned with length. Also, summarizing, to sum up the main points of a passage in your own words, short, condensed, and concise, focus on the main point. Length of summary depends on length of source. So the question is how to summarize. So the question is question to ask yourself: what is the main idea? What details are necessary? What is the shortest way I can get the point across? And things to look out for is unnecessary details. Do not include your own analysis in the summary. And of course, two truths and lie. Like summarizing is usually shorter than paraphrasing. Quotes require citation, but summaries and paraphrases do not. And plagiarism can occur if you copy from your own work. Like example, summarizing. Original passage by Alexander Fleming is well known for his accidental discovery of penicillin in 1940. After returning home from a vacation, he discovered mold growing on a laboratory petri dish, noting that the mold was adept at killing the disease in the same dish. He actively tried to replicate it eventually. This resulted in the innovation of the penicillin drug, and the summarized passage is penicillin was discovered in the early 1940s by Alexander Fleming, had returned from a trip and found mold growing on a petri dish. Its effects on the disease lead to it being used as a clinical drug. And this is the example of summarizing. The original passage is Alexander Fleming is well known for his accidental discovery of penicillin in 1940s after he discovered mold growing on a laboratory petri dish. While their summarized passage is penicillin was discovered in the early 1940s. Alexander Fleming had returned from a trip and found mold growing a petri dish. Its effect on the disease led to it being used as a clinical drug. And that's the example of summarizing. Another example of summarizing is you make understanding the material, reading or listening to the content carefully to grasp the main ideas and supporting details. And the second is identifying the main points, determining the central ideas or key arguments that the authors or speaker is trying to convey. The third one is omitting irrelevant information, removing any unnecessary or repetitive information that does not contribute to the main passage. And the fourth is paraphrasing or rephrasing, expressing the main ideas in one's own words while maintaining the original meaning. And the fifth is using concise language. Using clear and concise language is to convey the summarized information without losing its essence. Like in other words, is summarizing is a valuable skill is in academic, professional, and everyday context, as it allow for the efficient communication and understanding of complex information.